Hello, hello, beloveds. Happy Sunday. This is your girl, Abigail Mensabonsu, intuitive quantum goddess coach and multidimensional healer, and bringing you your energy forecast for this week. Talk about the energy for this week. We just celebrated the new moon in Aries last week. And this is a great mark for new beginning. It ushers in that springtime energy. It's just a great time to kind of start new things, right? So as we're still in the chaos of the COVID-19, but there's also the energy of new beginnings mixed up in that, really bringing us the opportunity to rise up, to feel a little bit lighter as we leave the energy of the winter, which is much heavier, right? So, in the energy of spring brings in the lightness of things. But what I'm really getting for this week is the importance of taking care of our bodies. The spring is a great time to do any kind of detox, um, any kind of detox for the body. Drinking teas will be good for you. Eating foods that will boost your immunity, eating foods that will make you feel good. So pay attention this week to what your body is trying to communicate to you. What does your body need to feel really good? What does your body want you to eat so that it feels its optimum? There's like a lot coming in. So we have the foods, there's also water. Drink plenty of water. Drink some warm fluids, soups, broth. Because again, we're in spring energy, but we're working with this virus too. And so you do need to take care of your body. Make sure that your body is feeling strong so that the virus cannot even touch it. Right. So the main message that is coming through for this week is the importance of taking care of your body, the importance of boosting your immunity, the importance. And one thing that I wanted to, that is coming through in terms of boosting your immunity, we tend to immediately go into, the herbs and the medicines and the foods that will boost our immunity. But this attention, they're also bringing attention to laughter. Do you realize that laughter boosts your immunity remarkably? And so they're asking for you to bring in more joy. I think this came in last week's forecast as well. So they're also bringing it into this week's forecast. Continue to find ways to play. My husband and I, we have a Monopoly set up where we can, every time we can get to it, we go in there and we play, and then we pause when we need to, and we laugh. Go outside, go get some fresh air in your back door, or back patio, get some sun. All of this came in from, I talked more about it from last week. So if you have more questions about how to boost your immunity with the elements of nature, go visit last week's forecast. Sunlight, fresh air, laughter, all of these things boost your immunity easily and effortlessly, right? So make sure you're not just locking yourself inside and not getting any fresh air. So that's like the first thing, the main thing my higher self wants me to communicate into your awareness for this week, the importance of it. as we continue to fight this virus, right? All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the messages for this week. If you haven't yet, go ahead and place your hand on your heart, close your eyes. And ask the questions. What is my message for this week? 1, 2, or 3, and see which number or numbers come up for you. Once you have received your number, go ahead and open your eyes and let's begin. So the cards, I'm using the Soul Truth cards today, as well as the Goddess Isis card. There's a meditation that came through that I'm going to walk you through at the end. And the message that the Isis card is giving us is quite remarkable for the times that we're in. So the first card is, to whom am I comparing myself right now? Now, this card, I believe, is, since we can't really have contact, physical contact with others, and we're all like in our house and we're learning to connect through the internet, right? It is so easy in the technology world to look at someone and think that their life is better than yours. And so this card is really bringing that importance, that as you're connecting through social media, through the internet, make sure that you are fully in yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. So here's the message. What are you able to see what you are able to see in another is only visible because it is within you, ready to be brought out. And this is very important. It's like a reflection thing. Shine light on this feeling of not enough and see the truth. All that you need and want is within you. All that you need and want is within you. So the magnificence that you see in others, you see it because it's already within you and it's itching to come out. So pay attention to the feelings that come up as you're watching people shine their light, because that is urging you to also shine your light. So your soul action for this week is to stop comparing and start creating. Stop comparing and start creating. If you're drawn to card number 2, you're being asked, what risk can you take this week? What risk can you take this week? And here's the message. Be not mistaken. You will have to take bigger risk than you ever thought possible on this path towards your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. So this week, you're really being asked to continue to take the soul-aligned steps. And you will continuously be asked, if you've noticed, on a bigger scale, we're all being asked to take that quantum leap, the bigger leaps. We're being challenged to step out of our comfort zone. So for you, if you're drawn to this card, you've been taking the steps. And there's a big one that you've been contemplating about. And you're being told, you're being asked, or you're being told that it is okay to take those leaps. You have wings. You can catch yourself. Don't be afraid to jump, especially when it's soul aligned. Now, since we're in the Aries energy, we're in that fiery Aries energy, things might feel like you need to go fast, quicker. That's not the case. We still, universally, we're being asked to really slow down. Really slow down. And if you don't, you know how the universe works. So make sure that you slow down, right? So even though the energy, we're in Aries, passion and drive and fiery energy, we're still being asked to slow down. And slowing down when you have a big leap to take, it gives you a sense of groundedness and clarity. So you're not being asked to just jump blindly, right? This is not it. This is the jump where you feel grounded, you feel good, and you go for it. So your action, your sole action for this week is this. Ask yourself this: what risk can you take to move towards your dreams? Make a decision and then do it. No more thinking about it, just do it. Be brave and courageous. You will discover what you really are made of. You will discover what you're really made of. I feel like that's like the Aries energy coming in to support you. So tap into that fieriness of Aries and tap into that the courage, right? The courage and the braveness, and let that guide you. So if you're drawn to card number 3, you're being asked this week, how are you letting fear stop you? Now we know that everybody, I mean, on a conscious, a big, massive humanity consciousness, like we're all experiencing that fear and anxiety because of the virus, the COVID-19. So you're being asked here, how are you letting fear stop you? It's not just the fear of the virus. This is triggering other fears that you might have that might be stopping you. So pay attention to that. Are you experiencing a mountain of fear right now? Are you stalling, freezing, or giving up? The juicy secret is that you are the boss of fear. You are unstoppable. But it's up to you to see that by taking action. So the key with our emotions is that you have to face it. You have to flow through it. You have to bulldoze through it. You cannot hide from it. You cannot shove it in a box and try to ignore it. It will only grow. So the key is to face it. The key is to name it, to recognize that this is what I'm feeling right now. And that is going to help you move through it. So your sole action for this week is this. Be brave and do it scared. It's okay for you to be scared. It's really okay for you to be scared. Choose one fear and move through it one at a time. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. I love this part. You are in need of a hero, so that is who you will become. You will become your own hero. No one is going to come and rescue you. You will be rescuing yourself. So identify your fear or fears. Make sure you work with them one at a time and go through it. And it's okay to feel them. You're not alone. Beautiful. So those were the messages for this week. Now, like I mentioned, this week, I mean, we're in major energy shift right now. So it's no surprise that we have, the big goddesses are coming through to really support us. So this week, Isis is coming in again, and her message is about community. And so the card that came up is Divine Sisterhood, community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of light. So as we are all kind of like in our own space, kind of, far away from others, we're trying to find a new way of connecting. And so Isis is really coming up this week to really help us find our true community. We're no longer going to put ourselves in communities that we don't belong in. It's time to align to the right communities that are in alignment with your own soul light. So soul communities here. So that is what she's bringing in. I wanted to read some of the messages that she has here. So Mother Isis says that there's so much light awakening within our planet and so much spiritual light gifted to the earth from celestial beings at this time that it makes sense to build a large enough container to receive it. Now, this part right here is so important. At least in my community, I'm seeing a lot of people, a lot of light workers stand up and share their gifts. There's so many activations going on. There's so many healings going on. And I posted one of the events, a summit that I am one of the presenters at the beginning of it, and I'll post it at the end too, where there's like 30 presenters all coming in to share their gifts, and there's healing, there's activations, there's, it's all about finding a community, finding your group, and raising up together to do the great work. And this takes it to a whole different level, right? These light workers are incredible, right? So if you haven't found yourself in a spiritual community that can support you through this time, it doesn't have to be even a spiritual community, just a community that honors your light, then it's time for you to allow Isis to help you find that. So continuing with the message, groups that are willing to learn to connect at heart level, honoring each other as divine beings, can become capable of calling in and receiving tremendous forces of light in service to humanity and earth. If you have had enough electricity to power a city, you wouldn't try to fit it in one house. Likewise, with all the spiritual electricity becoming available on the earth, groups are needed to help it to circulate and flow. You are wise and grounded enough within yourself not to lose yourself in the group, and instead to help a group become a community of honoring individuals. Your leadership by example is important, as groups can sometimes descend to the lowest energetic vibration if the members fall into their egos rather than staying in their hearts. Yet if the members can stay in their hearts, the group can lift each other up rather than pull each other down. So Isis is saying to say yes to opportunities to meet in like-minded people, and let Isis guide you through circumstances, opportunities, and spontaneous moments as you and your beloved sisters and brothers find each other together for group benefits. And she wants you to know that as you are looking for them, they're also looking for you as well. So this is not like a one-way thing, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to walk you through the visualization by Isis. So find a comfortable space you will not be disturbed. Make sure you're sitting upright with your hands resting open on your legs or knees. So imagine, see, sense, or feel that you are in a circle, holding hands with other men and women. And say aloud, this circle is based in unconditional love, free from harm and fear. Those who love us unconditionally are now invited to be here. Now see, sense, or feel your hands sending love around the circle, pulsing with energy. Feel the love growing and say, may this community lift us into love more freely and wholly than ever before. Through my own free will, so be it, and so it is. Make sure you continue to stay with this flow of energy and feel your heart expanding. When you're ready, just release your hands and place them in prayer mudra, palms facing together, resting gently at the heart level. And close your eyes and bow your head slightly, beginning with the hands in prayer position, with your forefingers slightly touching your forehead, and say, I honor the sisterhood and brotherhood of light, of which I am one. I honor the sisterhood and brotherhood of light, of which I am one. I honor the sisterhood and brotherhood of light, of which I am one. Now taking a deep breath in here, place your hands on your heart and receive this prayer. Beloved Isis, please help me find my beloved brothers and sisters of unconditional love on the inner planes and in the worlds of forms. Guide me to healthy community that makes me grow with unconditional love. where I can find my rightful place and be my true inner self. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May I have the courage, wisdom, and openness of heart to trust your guidance and act on it. Of my own free will, so be it, so be it, so be it, and so it is. And so it is. Taking a deep breath in here. When you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for receiving this week's message. Go ahead and share this video with your loved ones, with your friends, and go ahead and check out the event I was telling you about, the Global Ascension Summit. I'll go ahead and post the information underneath the video so you can find it and check it out and get involved in there. It's still going on till tomorrow. It won't be done till like tomorrow evening, and all the presentations that it started on Saturday. Let's see, Saturday, yes, it's still that the replays are there, so you can still go through and work, do some of the work. Remember, healing works activations are timeless, so it doesn't matter if you were there live or you're doing it as a replay, it's still very potent. So go ahead and check it out, and also be open to the communities that you're being called in, because these are your soul aligned communities. It will feel more fulfilling. You'll feel whole once you start interacting, and keep shining your light with others. Keep sharing your joy with others. Find new ways to bring more joy into your life. Until next time, so much love to you. Have a great week.